the whole idea of Ugandans being gripped with such enormous of fear in all the time, fearing to lose jobs, fearing not to die, fearing. And as a person who has lived in this country through very difficult environment, I saw those people fearing and they died, and others fear they died, and I am here. I'm not yet dead, I'm not fearing anything. And I would call upon Ugandans, if you are to really also influence this environment which threatens us, you abandon fear from your heads. Because like that judiciary anyway, what can you do to me? Whether Chief Justice or whatever. That judiciary is not an independent judiciary. I'm telling you, some of those people, even just a permanent secretary in judicial service, she is the boss now, even of the Chief Justice, even of anybody, and then people say, I am a Chief Justice. Come on, let me stop here. But at least my appeal to you who are here trying to talk about these human rights, please don't give up. Please continue strong, be courageous, don't fear. And these people who talk nonsense, at times I lose the language and I say these are fools. You can't come and say, please separate human rights from politics. Nonsense! A human being is a political animal, we understand. Now how do you separate him from him or her? All that is nonsense. I was not here to tell you that is nonsense, but they can hear me say it right now. You cannot separate human rights from politics. What is politics? It is played by even human beings whose human rights have been violated. Recently, a woman, a couple, very poor couple came to me. Usually people come to me when they have reached like a dead end. Down the road they tell them, go to Matembe. And they come over thinking I'm the president or the prime minister or whatever. Because when they arrive there, they know the solution is there. And then you don't have it. But you imagine this couple, I couldn't even believe it. I'm glad I'm here to tell you lawyers, go and hear it. How can somebody go and deliver a baby in a hospital? And the hospital retains the baby and refuses to release the baby to this poor small couple for 3 good months that they cannot pay money meet the cost of the hospital charges. I mean, I couldn't understand. I even say, you people, what's wrong with you? Couldn't you meet another C1? Couldn't you meet what? Whom you could talk to? And these people were crying, and that showed me what happens out there in relation to our people in this country. And yet, there is all systems, judiciary, executive, everywhere, and all our taxes are going for them. And yet, people are suffering. So you're thinking this thing you are talking about is the one to redeem, to help. But then, my sister, whom I love so much, comes and says, forget it completely. Forget it. It's a non-starter. It's useless. I said, no. What do we do now? And then I was reminded of Martin Luther Jr. said, if you cannot fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, at least crawl down, but keep on moving. Because one day, and you know one day what happened anyway, as he was talking. So I want to say that let us not give up. I believe that when we don't give up, one day, let me tell you, winners don't quit. If you quit, you lose completely. But if you continue, irrespective of whatever challenge you are going through, you are becoming stronger and stronger and stronger, and you may achieve something now. But those are my mind. That is my mind about this issue. But wow. I'm here to encourage you. Having said that, I want to talk about the environment which you talked about. All these things we are talking about are within the context of the political environment. That's it. The political environment which is polluted, defiled by whatever you call it. Materialism, corruption, moral decadence, ethical value degeneration that has wrapped everything in this country. That is the environment in which we are operating. And as long as we are operating in this environment, high expectations, no. But tenacity and determination to continue struggling in whichever way until one day I know things change. But if you are imagining the thing, imagine it. If you are inaugurating but don't do what? Don't give up.